All right, what's going on, everybody? Gibby Card Stacks here, and I've got a decent stack of mail here. I don't know what it is. I'm a little behind. It's Tuesday of the 3-day weekend. You'll see this the following week. Just had videos all over the place, been doing daily uploads. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. A lot of college football content, of course. What else could you expect? But just going to rip through this. This has kind of been sitting over the long weekend, and I think beyond. I just hadn't had time. This last week was very crazy. Construction in our house. My wife was out of town. We thought we lost her engagement ring. All of that nonsense, right? So, not great, but we are back. What is this? Oh, okay, cool. I don't know how much I paid for this. I don't remember. Timely. Okay, this is where, this is why I want videos to be timely, I guess, because DJ Lagway looks like he's going to start this week. I forget who they play. It's not somebody good, I don't think. I think this is their most winnable game, but out with a concussion is Graham Mertz, it appears. On Monday, Lagway was taking first-team reps. Mertz was in concussion protocol. I wish Graham Mertz was obviously healthy, but also from a card perspective, the more a player sits and waits, the more hype builds up. If Graham Mertz plays out the entire season, right, everyone's looking at like, oh, well, next year we've got this 5-star kid who's been sitting for a year all summer. You get all summer hype, and they're going to be like, oh, who's going to be the top, newcomer at quarterback and all of this nonsense, right? So, we'll see. I might list this as soon as possible just to see how the market feels. But Zebra, all those stripes, there's like elephant stripes now. Not for me. I don't know. Just give me a numbered card. I don't think the Zebra is a cool design unless, I guess unless it's like a black color match, but otherwise I tend to stay away from those. Just give me a true color and a numbering, I guess. Or like Genesis, like things like that. I'm like, who knows? SGC slab. What is this? Oh, nice. Gigi Watkins, Hannah Hidalgo, McDonald's All-American, yellow mini diamond SGC 10. You are a fool if you thought I was not going to win this. I put a max bid up of, I think, 113 or so. I won this card for 60, 70. Really like it. Really like this card. Having both of them on one card in a 10. I like the slab as well with the gold. I think that's pretty cool. I think a PSA 10, if this could cross over, would be way bigger. But again, just a card that I believe in. Buy what you believe in, right? There's no doubt in my mind that these cards, I talk about it in every video now. It's like, if you saw that card a year from now, you would be running to buy at that price. That's my mentality. That's just my belief, how strongly I feel about some of my purchases when I do believe in them. So others are dart throws, but most I'm like, damn it. See, this is, again, I don't know. We'll see. They play, this could, okay, this is, again, why I want to be timely. This could be really bad or really good. They play Tennessee. I'm going to already edit this, so whatever happens, happens. You'll know. But he did not look good against Western Carolina. Should have thrown 2 picks, which should have been both pick sixes, I believe. But one of those things, like Alex Orji, like DJ Uyunglele, I was like, fine. I don't have any of these cards. If something pops off with this guy, I might as well make money, right? I didn't have a super strong disdain towards Grayson McCall, but I'm like, look, he's kind of fallen off. 3-time Sun Belt Player of the Year, Jamie Chadwell last year, injuries, whatever, yada, yada. Now he's at NC State. I don't love him as a player, but I like NC State as a team. Just the defense and their schedule looks incredibly easy. So, I don't know. We'll see, I guess. You don't find 2021 Bowman all that often, though. You really don't. So, that's the only thing that I've got going for me. And maybe NC State turns around. Maybe they beat Tennessee. I'm also not super high on Tennessee at the moment, but it is what it is. So, yeah, that's my thought. Okay, this is from Shane. Shout out Shane, good friend. He was like, hey, I'm moving on from some stuff. Are you interested? So got a little stack going. Pretty solid stack. I think 190 for all of it. Let's see what we've got. Devin Mockabee red, the blood, true red. Doesn't have autos in chrome, but he's in sapphire. I shouldn't say bin. I bought a orange sapphire for $22 on ComC because I thought that was cheap. He had like 81 yards in the opener. Hudson Card, 24 of 25. Ridiculous. I think 4 touchdowns. You can't even hit that in practice, so pretty impressive. I forgot who they played, like Southern Illinois maybe. Jared Verse, orange. Now with, oh, wait. Yeah, they're both with the Rams. Him and Fisk with the Rams, so there we go. FSU in shambles right now. They play Memphis next. I don't know if they have a bye. I think they do. So there's that. Jurion Dickey, a guy, we'll see what he does. Not super optimistic for him. He had a really good spring and then was hurt again in the summer. So he just, I don't know. I don't know what he needs to do, but he's there. Johnny Wilson, little orange. Where did he go? He went to Philly, I think. So nice little 3 of 25 on the orange shimmy. This was like the main reason why I wanted this lot. Hannah Hidalgo, green Bowman auto. Beautiful card. I love buying Hannah Hidalgo. 1. 2, I love buying basically any of the parallels because it's blue, green, yellow, gold. They're all color matches for Notre Dame, I would argue. So love Hannah Hidalgo. That's a good one there. This one's kind of, definitely seen a jump since I bought it. I'm a little behind. 13 of 25. Bo Nix, press pass, showbound. I think he ripped open a box. I think Mealy Pops is his local shop, and so I think that's where he got this and ripped open a box of this. Bo Nix, press pass, starting quarterback for the Broncos. Again, by the time week 1 rolls around, video's already done, so we'll see how he does. Jackson Dart, huge performance, 6 touchdowns this last week against Furman. We'll see. I don't know who they play this upcoming week. I haven't looked. And then Ladd McConkey. People are optimistic. 4 of 15. Now with the Chargers, Quentin Johnston doesn't seem like he's the guy. Who else do they really have out there? So we'll see. Very strong packaging here. All right, this is a cool one. Shout out 8Flow. He threw this in the Discord. Good Deals channel. Paige Becker's Green Shimmer. I think I paid about $60 for it. Didn't need it. I mean, we don't need any of these cards. It's all cardboard. But for me, I believe in Paige and the color. I've had this conversation a lot. I've got a college football Discord. Link is down below. Free to join. Anything and everything college football. We're just talking about the market. And it's like Bowman color, Chrome University color just doesn't do a whole lot. Like Caleb Williams, True Blue first probably does $40, right? But like any other player, you should not be paying over $15 to $20 for any color. And especially like the teal, the purples, the lower end stuff, even blue, you shouldn't pay more than like $6-7 for it for whatever reason. But for the women's market, man, I mean, $60 for a green, that's insane. I don't know. I don't even think like a Shadur Sanders Green Shimmer would do that right now if you check comps. Travis Hunter gold is doing 75. Just weird. Color match, all of that. And so we'll see, but I really like this. I like Paige. If it's gradable, fantastic. If any of this is gradable, fantastic. So we'll see what happens, but really like that pickup. And what do we have here? All right, so after the National, there were a ton of these auctions going up in China. And so Luther Burden, of course, you know how I feel about just him versus Tetro McMillan. Tetro had a great week 1. But I was like, you know what? If Luther Burden is that amazing, I'll buy some pieces. These are his only licensed cards for a while until Bowman University comes out, and it's clearly being delayed. It was initially like leaked, launched, whatever, to be around early September with the season. It is early September, and there is no word of that. So something to think about there. All right. Oscar Delp, again, another guy where I'm like, okay, his prices are going up. I do not believe in Oscar Delp at all. I'm curious what he did against Clemson. Not much, if I recall. He's got a couple dimples here, which is unfortunate. That's okay. His floor, I think his cheapest auto you can find right now is $30 for a base. Georgia fans, great buyers, and they believe this kid is the truth. They believe that he is the next Brock Bowers. I could not think of his name. I want to say Ben Yurosek. Whatever, but, you know, been buying it up because I'm like, all right, if I'm wrong, then, you know, I at least have a piece. All right, so this is where the China purchases start coming in, and I was just buying some of these lots, and it just made, oh no, this I don't think was from China, but this was another seller. I picked up a lot of these lots stupid cheap. I don't know, I'm maybe pay like $100 for all of these, but nice little Jalen Milroe, Luther Burden Paper, Lagway, and Arch Manning. If any of that, if either of those are gradable, fantastic. I don't know the prices on these lots. I'll obviously throw them on the screen, but yeah, this was just me just picking up value here. Arch Manning, DJ Lagway red, Jalen Milroe base, Julian Sand. They say that Julian is the truth. We'll see. I'm not one to necessarily buy into that hype, but again, there's Will Howard in Ohio State Uni, Sayin, Lagway red, and Arch Manning right there. I wish I knew how much I paid for this. I wish there was an invoice, but such is life. Ollie Gordon, not licensed, but going to be one of his very, very few cards that you'll see on the market. And then Luther Burden, 250. Arch Manning and Jalen Milroe. So I don't think I paid more than like $10 for the lot, or per lot, I should say. So I think that's why I felt good, like at $250-ish a piece. Wow, this is a banger here. Green, I love buying green on Florida. A couple pinks, and these are numbered 88 and 99. A lot of Milroe to 124 there. So just, yeah, national stuff. Just guys that don't have product right now or might not have a lot of product in the future. So just made sense for me personally. All right, this was a solid auction. This was, my wife went to Disneyland, and this was the first night. I grinded that entire week. That was a fantastic, I mean, it was crappy not having my son and my wife around, but every night she was gone, I was up till like 1 o'clock, editing videos, buying on eBay, posting cards, and this was one of my solid auction nights. I don't think there's anything else from that night, but Jamal Haynes had a great week 0, a little color there. Ishmael Mahdi just had like 140 yards. Braden Fowler-Nicolosi, terrible game against Texas, but it's a 1-on-1. A young kid, true sophomore, should do well. Brady Smeek, oh, remind me where this kid is. Florida State? Is he a Florida State kid? He's from Newberry Park. The Cougars, the Panthers, it's a Newberry Park. There was a kid we recruited at Arizona. What was his name? I can see Chris. He ended up, Chris was his first name. Little running back, little guy out of Newberry Park. It'll drive me nuts. I'll have to find him while editing it. And I think he just never qualified. Akili Smith Jr. This is what's cool about, is that numbered? 5 of 10. This is what's cool about these new sets. Like, this kid's in high school and we're able to prospect. And I think of it similar to baseball. People are buying 16, 17-year-old guys, you know, to prospect. It's like, I think this is cool to be able to buy Akili Smith. He is an Oregon commit, so it helps. Lincoln, San Diego, being green right there. I don't know if he'll ever play. Is it a favor to his dad? Who knows? Mazio Bennett, 101. This is definitely a high school kid. Maybe I got it super cheap, but I definitely don't know enough where I'm like, oh yeah, that, you know, it's worth that much. Nathan Carter, very disappointing week 1 with Aiden Childs in that offense, but it's a 101. I think I got that for like $5 to $8. Who do they play next? They play Maryland. They're like an 8-point dog. That's interesting. We'll see how it goes. Obviously, you'll see it after that game. Ricky Pearsall, nice little blue. Recovering well, it seems. Corona del Sol High School. Just thought that was a cool card. Carson Beck, little cracked ice, 2/8. Shitter Sanders, little silver, a white wave, 2 of 7. My personal hell is going to be if Nebraska wins that game. Nebraska and the Dylan Raiola hype, plus all the Colorado haters. I can't even think about it. Steve Angeli, Notre Dame, freshman, I believe. Maybe he's a sophomore now. Will Pauling, 101. Had a decent game against whoever they played. Who was that? On Thursday or Friday night. Had like 60 yards. And then Aaron Noland, Ohio State commit. He is, he's at Ohio State now, right? He'll be enrolling next year. What is next year? Is he already on campus? He's not on campus yet. I don't think he's on campus yet. So there you go. That was, I think, like $100-ish. The nice thing about that seller, it was like $6 to ship all that. their store was like, hey, $6 shipping no matter how much you buy, unless you buy like $700 or $250 or something like that. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going in. All right, more Lagway. Again, I was just buying Lagway just because I think you got a year to sit on him, but now with the injury, it's definitely going to look a little bit different. So I don't know how I feel about that. All right, this feels like a slab to end things off. All right. Got this Antonio Williams Gold Lava Auto, PSA 10, 32 of 50. Not a guy I was buying, but I've had this guy on Twitter, on Discord, and he's like, Antonio Williams is the best buy in the hobby, in the product. The talent's there. I'm like, no one's ever questioned the talent, but his he's been injured every single year. You know, like recruiting rankings are up there with Tetrell McMillan and who's the other bust, Evan Stewart. Well, you know what? I'll buy this in case I'm wrong. He had a great week 1 against Georgia, but just cannot stay healthy. I don't buy guys who have an injury history. I'm not gonna. It's not a play for me really ever. But this was pretty cheap. I think it was like $35 plus 5 shipping, I believe. So $42, and just the premium of a 10. There was a gold auto for I think $15 on ComC. And you know, I'll just pay the extra $30 to guarantee a gem. I think graded cards are great. You could relist this for $80, and like people will go up and pay that premium. You know, you couldn't list, you know, that gold raw auto for $50. You know, I don't think a lot of people are buying that. So that's my thought there. So a lot of good stuff. Solid mail day. This was all basically from the same seller. Just, you know, some base stuff. I'd probably just send it to ComC, I guess. Just deal with some of that. Some nice pro set. Leaf is just pumping cards out, which is just insane. But I think he's a Florida State kid. I'm pretty positive. I know nothing about this guy though, and that high school does not. It's not ringing a bell. Not a guy that I would target. Ton of Mater Dei kids in the product though, and that does not look like Mater Dei at all. From Shane, McConkey, Wilson. This is a great lot. Dart, Bo Nix. I love the Hidalgo. Red Maccabee. Grayson, not a great buy from me. Oscar Delp, Little Luther. Not a typical buy for me. Again, I'm sticking to the parallel color numbered stuff, but whatever. And a nice little page Becker's there. We'll see what's gradable. We'll see what we can do. Oh, I guess Antonio Williams there. And a nice little 10. But that's everything. If you enjoyed, drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe. If you learned something new, let me know. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.